What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. It is February 6th, and in this video, we're going to be going over the best plays on the PrizePicks board for tonight's 6-game NBA slate. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name's TJ. We do daily videos where we build out PrizePicks and better slips. We'll also check out the better board for the best value as well. Building out 6 flex slips on PrizePicks and 5 flex slips on better, because those are mathematically the best slip types that you can possibly enter. So if you not only want free slips for PrizePicks and better, but you also want to learn why you should be taking specific player props on these fixed payout platforms and what slips you should be playing specific player props in on those DFS apps or fixed payout platforms, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Still looking to do a $50 giveaway, so if this video gets 50 likes, I will be doing that on my next video. And make sure you turn on that notification bell so whenever I do post any of my daily videos with slips inside, that will give you the best opportunity to tail the slips. And if you tailed yesterday, if you're coming back from the video from yesterday, we crushed it. Over on PrizePicks, we 1.5 times our money. We had Jalen Green, who got ruled out, and Luka was a reboot because he got hurt in the first half. The rest of the slip ended up going 3 for 4. Draymond under 11 RA, Anthony Black over 1.5 3-pointers made, and then Banchero under assists all hit, and then Filipowski under 8.5 rebounds. Wasn't even close. He had 17, but we went 3 for 4. We 1.5 times our money, and then over on Betr, we went 5 for 5, $50 into 500, 10 times our money. So yesterday in our picks video, we went 8 for 9 on individual player props, which is an unbelievable hit rate. And lucky enough, we were able to hit this 10 times winner on Betr. We had Jalen Johnson over 19 RAs, absolute wagon. He had 31. Cody Williams under 10.5 points. We had Keldon over 5.5 rebounds. Mark Williams over 8.5 rebounds. And then Cade Cunningham, which was the best play in our slip at the time that we recorded, over 4.5 rebounds. So really solid day yesterday with our picks. And all of these plays were taken straight off of one tool. Okay, and that is the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer. It makes everything so easy. If you guys want to go back and look at my video from yesterday, how quickly we were able to build out that 10 times winner on Betr, it took us like 30 seconds. We just took the top plays off of this tool, entered them into the best slip type on Betr, which is a 5 flex, and we 10 times our money. So this is the Fantasy Player Props Optimizer, which is what we're going to be using throughout the duration of this video to build out slips on PrizePicks and Betr. Also, for some reason, I think Betr got rid of their website presence. So whenever I go to log in, it doesn't let me. So what we're going to do is build our Betr slip straight off the optimizer. I'll go ahead and enter it on my phone, and then I'll take a screenshot, put it over to Discord, and then display it so you guys can actually see it. But we'll go through that process once we get there. The whole purpose of this tool is to compare sportsbook lines and odds back to various DFS apps that use fixed payouts. And that's something I mentioned earlier that we'll get into here soon. But most importantly, if you guys want to come check out these tools, again, this tool is exactly how I was able to 1.5 times my money yesterday with our PrizePicks slip and 10 times our money with our Betr slip. There's a link in the description below. You can try this tool out for 5 days for free of charge. Link will get you that 5 days. Also, you can use my code TJYT to get 25% off your first purchase. It's also going to get you access to our esports discrepancy tool, our game lines optimizer, player props optimizer, low hold tool, and arbitrage tool for sports books. So not DFS apps like PrizePicks, Betr, Dabble, Underdog, sports books like those peer-to-peer exchange sports books, ProfitX and Novig, FanDuel, DraftKings, prediction markets like Polymarket, Kalshi, all here on Game Lines and Player Props Optimizer under our Sportsbook section. But a ton of different tools. Again, link in the description below if you guys want to get signed up and come check it out. Highly suggest you do. Let's go ahead and jump into the matchups. Then we'll talk about what PrizePicks and Betr, how they actually operate. Then we'll build out our slips. Starting at the top, we have the Celtics and Heat. Looks like a 7:30 tip tonight. That's nice. Boston at home, 6.5 point favorites. We get a 227.5 over under. We have the Pistons hosting the Knicks. That should be a good game. Knicks on the road, 1.5 point favorites, 222.5 over under. I believe Duran's out tonight as well, so that makes sense. Bucks and Pacers, Milwaukee at home, 1.5 point favorites, 223.5 over under. We have the Timberwolves hosting the Pelicans, Minnesota 9.5 point home favorites, 236.5 over under. We have the Trailblazers hosting the Grizzlies, Portland 7.5 point home favorites, 232.5 over under. And last but not least, we have the Kings hosting the Clippers, Clippers, 3.5-point home favorites, or excuse me, road favorites, 222.5 over under. No James Harden, Darius Garland, welcome to the Clippers, and no Zub, actually, Zub on the Pacers. So I mentioned that PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform. Now I just want to go over a quick example because if you're new to the channel, I want you to understand why we're building specific slips on PrizePicks and teach you how PrizePicks actually works. So I mentioned PrizePicks and Betr and some of these DFS apps that you see here. So PrizePicks, Betr, Dabble, Underdog, and Pick6, they operate as fixed payout platforms. And all that means is it doesn't matter if we're taking more or less on these player props, our payout's always going to remain the same. And yes, there are instances if you're using demons or goblins where you're going to get a payout shift. Or if you're positively correlating player props into your slip, yes, you will receive a payout shift. But in most cases, and especially in the NBA, if you're just taking normal more or less props, your player props, your payout always stays the same. The only thing that actually changes the payout that you're going to receive are the amount of legs you're adding into your slips. So when you're playing PrizePicks, you have to enter at least 2 to 6 legs inside a parlay. Now, for an example, if I take Pelly Larson more 17.5 PRA with Sadiq Bey more 24.5 PRA. We all know that in a two-man power, in a typical two-man power, when I'm just playing more or less player props, we're going to get a 3 times payout. So if I do $1, I'm going to get $3 in return. So that means I'm going to get $2 in profit. That means my total slip is plus 200 odds, which means each individual leg is equivalent to minus 137 odds. Okay. Now, if I change Larson from more to less, my payout stays the same. If I change the Bay from more to less, my payout stays the same. And again, PrizePicks, fixed payout platform. So the more legs I add, the different payouts that I'm going to receive. So we just said, our total parlay here for a two-man power is plus 200 odds. Each individual leg is equivalent to minus 137 odds. So that means when you're playing on PrizePicks, you need to hit individual player props at a 57.7% clip to be profitable playing two-man powers in the long run. Now in a 6 flex slip, each individual leg is equivalent to minus 118 odds. So when you're looking for individual player props, or when you have individual player props in your slip, you only need to hit those at a 54.2% clip to be profitable in the long run. So mathematically, 6 flex slips are not only the best slip type that PrizePicks offers, but they are far better than two-man powers. So that's why we build out 6 flex slips, and this tool right here, the Fantasy Player Props Optimizer, shows us the best plays in real time by comparing sportsbook lines and odds back to various DFS apps that use fixed payouts. So what we do is we leverage the sportsbook market, their $1 million models that they use to set their NBA projection line and odds and for every other sport, and we allow them to show us where PrizePicks or other DFS apps have stale lines, soft lines, or where we're getting an edge over that app. So it's a really easy tool to use once you actually understand it. This is a form of positive EV betting or plus EV betting. This is line shopping. So all we're doing is shopping for the best price. So there are instances where you should be playing specific player props on PrizePicks, or you should be going and taking them on a sports book or a different DFS app. So we're going to use this tool again to help us build out our 6 flex slip on PrizePicks and our 5 flex slip on Betr. And hopefully we can go 6 for 6 today on PrizePicks, and maybe we go back to back on Betr. I don't know. So we'll give it a quick refresh. We're going to start at the top here. Just smack my desk. We have TJ McConnell under 8.5 points. He's minus 136 on FanDuel to go under, minus 133 on DraftKings to go under. We can see that some of these other DFS apps here, including Underdog and Dabble, have lower set projections for this specific player prop. Underdog has this at 7.5. Dabble has this 0.5 lower at 8. So we're going to go ahead and start here. Now, when it comes to setting their player prop markets, FanDuel and DraftKings are 2 of the sharpest. So minus 136 for FanDuel is pretty good odds here. So let's go ahead and start with McConnell. We're going to get rid of our example. So we got TJ McConnell under. Really? Okay. I didn't do the dot. So we get TJ McConnell under 8.5 points. We're going to go down the list. Gigi Jackson, over 13.5 points, set minus 132 on FanDuel. He set 1 point higher on DraftKings and Caesars. Same thing here with Sleeper and Fliff. Heavily juiced on the over on Underdog. Same thing with BetMGM. So good play here on Gigi Jackson, over 13.5 points. That's my Twitter if you guys want to follow me at ThomasJordanIV. That was not me trying to show it off. That was me just accidentally clicking because I'm an idiot. Moving on down the list. We got Andrew Wiggins, under 7.5 RA. We're going to get that added. Andrew Wiggins, under 7.5 RA. Next, we have Jeremiah Fears, under 5.5 RA. So we'll get that added as well. So we have Fears. And again, guys, I'm really just going down the list, trusting the math, trusting the data, trusting this tool to show me the best plays in real time. It updates every single second. We can see that we just actually had Jalen Brunson pop in here. This is a really good play. Jalen Brunson under 31.5 PR. He set one lower across the books. He's actually set two lower on a couple of these. So I can almost guarantee you that this probably already moved, and we're not going to be able to actually take this in our slip even if it's up here because it's going to get bumped. So yeah, Brunson 30.5 PR already. Wouldn't be surprised if this goes down to 29.5, but unfortunately we missed out on that. We weren't quick enough. But we do have DeAndre Hunter over 3.5 rebounds. His first game in Sacramento. He'll have fun. DeAndre Hunter over 3.5 rebounds. And then I saw Vooch under 12.5 points. First game with the Celtics, going up against the Heat. Love that, Vooch, but I'm taking your under, baby. So that's going to be it. That's our 6 flex slip, and now we can see that Brunson already removed because, again, this thing updates every single second. It was showing 31.5 because that's what PrizePicks had. PrizePicks bumped that projection from 31.5 to 30.5 because they were giving up too much of an edge to us. So what they did is adjusted the line accordingly, and now this tool updates based off of the 30.5 projection now instead of the 31.5 projection, so it's no longer EV, it's no longer a good play. So we have McConnell, Wiggins, Gigi Jackson, DeAndre Hunter, Vooch, and Fierce. Top 6 plays just like that. You guys can see it here. And we've built out our 6 flex slip over on PrizePicks. Again, TJ McConnell under 8.5 points, Gigi Jackson over 13.5 points, Wiggins under 7.5 RA, Fierce under 5.5 RA, DeAndre Hunter over 3.5 rebounds, and Vooch under 12.5 points. We go 6 for 6, we 25 times our money. We go 5 for 5, we 2 times our money. We go 4 for 6, excuse me. I think I said 6 for 6, 5 for 5. Sorry, 6 for 6, 25, 5 for 6, 2 times, 4 for 6.4 times. Now we're going to kick it into gear, go over to Betr. So what I'm going to do here is just change this drop down from PrizePicks to Betr. We got some decent value. We have a couple overlying our duplicate player props here. So what I think I'm going to do is hit filters. We don't even have any push props. Because I don't want to play McConnell again. I don't want to play Wiggins again. This Pritchard play looks really good. Cat under 3s looks really good. We played Gigi Jackson. We played DeAndre Hunter. Let's see what else we have down here. Duncan Robinson over points looks not bad. Zach LaVine under points looks pretty good. Okay, we got enough value. So what I have to do here, unfortunately, because I can't log into Betr on desktop anymore for whatever reason, I'm going to do this on my phone. So I'll go through, build it out, and then I'll go ahead and display it here on my screen. It will just take me a second. So I will talk through this for anybody that is still out there listening and tailing. We got Karl Anthony Towns, so go ahead and type in Karl, K-A-R-L. And that's going to be under 3 pointers made. Next, we're going to add in Pritchard, over 16.5 points. We're going to add in Vooch under RA of 9.5, minus 138 on FanDuel. Vooch under 9.5 RA. I'm a Celtics fan, so I'm actually really excited to see Vooch play. I'm not excited to watch him try to play defense every single night, but we'll see what happens. It actually looks like that Vooch play just got nuked, so give me 1 second. Let's see. Nope, I'm just being dumb, and I think, yeah, it's right there. Okay. So we have Cat, we have Pritchard, we have Vooch. Let's go ahead and add in Nick Clifford under 7.5 points. Looks solid. And then we need one more play. I think it was Duncan Robinson I wanted to take, or Zach LaVine. Yeah, let's do Duncan Robinson because Clifford and Zach LaVine, same team. We don't want to take 2 players from the same team, both under. So we'll do Duncan Robinson over points. So there we go. That's our 5 flex. 5 flex slips on Betr, same exact payouts as PrizePicks. Just if we go 3 for 5, we get a 0.5 times payout opposed to the 0.4 times payout on PrizePicks. So much better payouts over on Betr. And that's going to do it. So we have, and I will enter this and then show you guys what I have. I'll read it one more time. We have Karl Anthony Towns under 1.5 3-pointers made, Pritchard over 16.5 points, Vooch under 9.5 RA, Clifford under 7.5 points, Duncan Robinson over 10.5 points. So I'm going to run this back with another $50 flex. You guys want to make sure you're flexing this. I will take a quick screenshot. I'm not going to cut this. View entry. Go to share. Throwing it over to Discord right now so I can show it off on the screen. Already sent it. I'm so quick and efficient. Boom. There we go. So that's our slip. That's the Betr slip, guys. And just like that, we built out our 6 flex slip on PrizePicks, our 5 flex slip on Betr. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you are still here and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. It really helps out the channel. Throw a like on this video. Again, if we do hit 50 likes, I'm doing a $50 giveaway on my next video. And make sure you turn on that notification bell. If you want the opportunity to tail these slips, that's the best way to do it. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified once I post the video so that you can tail the slips. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Friday. And hopefully we cash our 25 times on PrizePicks and our 10 times on Betr.